Veltal going to be getting very aggressive here. But look, there is no hold for that flank from the Vice.
Griffin's there. Thorns are alive.
Razorvice trying to hold him back, making sure that nothing can be pushed up too far. But look at this. Re-rotate through. Scraggy able to find a beautiful kill on the Absol. And now it's going to be a free side as they run heavily into sight here. Not going to be going for any sort of slow plays. They're just going to be sending it on out, as I believe they may have seen everybody else there. They were aware of the run it back being popped. They were aware of the Cypher initially. I just don't think
they do have beautiful control, getting onto site as
last player standing.
Finding a beautiful duplicated in the round there. Very nicely done.
We are too damn good at this.
5 rounds here, and look at that ult economy. It's looking great. We do have the Rose, the Vessel is going to be available. We have the From the Shadows. We have the Empress, and we have the Thrash. So just a lot of really good ults here. And I'm not 100% sure how they're going to be able to counter all that, aside from maybe a KO ult, and that would have to be on the retake or initially.
Flash placed. Not ready yet.
But the thing is once it's gone,
retrieving flash.
And KO maybe wouldn't be good.
Run through
Absol gonna
thorns.
get taken on out. Scraggy doing a beautiful job. Now
Thorns
all
activated.
This information being given to Scraggy. The null command
they
can be
are
popped.
popping the ult.
Oh, getting a little wide with that peak there. That's gonna get taken out. He's gonna do a little bit damage on this. Scraggy, the blind coming on out, not gonna be able to find anything. Going wide there in a 4K.
And Scraggy was able to get the ace for the round. Beautiful ace from Scraggy.
Nicely done. All 5 being down like losing almost no HP there. Very minimal. And Scraggy showing why
Now we
at
wait.
the top of the leaderboard, currently 16-5. Very nicely done. And again, the Steel Garden is still available, so this could be a very easy side take here. Being able to pop that, being able to pop a Thrash. Thrash being such a pain to try and kill with pistols. So I feel like here, if you're on defense, you kind of got to have a secondary weapon or something, but they are going to get caught out from the knife. The 0 point. Able to get a little bit of information on the Vice. I don't know if they expect everybody to be there, but they are aware that at least Vice is holding on out. And it looks like they may be swapping on over. A little bit of damage. But the headshot through the smoke.
Adapt or die!
We have the Steel Guardian. Obviously just going to be holding with Classic. Are they going to be ready? They are, but unfortunately the kill going to be
last player standing.
That's going to be coming out. That is going to give them the information that
Spike
they need.
planted.
But Chilium, I don't know that they will go for this retake. If they do, it's going to be a tough one. It's a 1v4 here. They are 2 off the ultimate with full utility. Maybe they find a free kill here. They're not able to.
Was able to get some damage off of Morph right there.
Yeah, the flash point. Not coming out there though. Tarantula though is going to be chunked out, and there's a beautiful blind. Going to be chasing around the corner, but cannot find the damage that he needs. Only has the Spectre, and now coming on out.
My ultimate.
Come on, let's go. The ultimate. He's going to be popping out, so I feel like it's a little too late here.
Careful now.
And there we have the man. He's not going to take the out. And there we have a beautiful round from the attackers. Diddy is going to fall down to the spike, but they were able to keep Reno alive, only using one ultimate for the round. So they still have a lot of good
What do you need?
here to use. They still have the Thrash. They still have the Empress, which is great late game. Able to allow Reyna to just go in, get aggressive, and play around with all the healing and all the dismissing.
For you,
Pop coming on out as well from more. And now they're making just gonna be going for a blind. Is not gonna find anything though. Chilium has the blind. He's gonna pop it, and there's the threat coming out. Is it gonna find it? It does not know the chain here. There's the teleport coming on out from Omen. There we have the paranoia coming on out. He's gonna expect somebody on the right. He does not strike. He's able to get a beautiful kill on the half.
Spike planted.
Out of the equation there. But the kill, no kill from Bellsol. the op, a great investment. Having your
But
knight
unfortunately didn't have his weapon out there. Does get pushed up by Scraggy.
a tough play, but you know, not going to be able to do a whole lot against that. And again, I feel like it's just the defense team going to be needing to kind of pick it up here. The best they can hope for right now is 8-4, and I feel like that's just going to be, you know, a real tough one to come back from, especially with how strong they're looking currently. You know, all sorts of
Thank you for the hydrate.
good shooters here on the attack team, and still having that from the shadows. A lot of aggression mid. Again, it looks like they're just leaving one person on B and nothing able to sort of stop that push into market. They get a little
They're
over-aggressive.
definitely taking some heavy like control going through mid right now into market, but they are able to.
Last place. Not ready yet.
Proximity protection, not able to. But the wingman will go for the lane here as
Wall trick.
he's going to hear the sheer.
One enemy remaining.
On up, and it's a 1v4. Again, able to finish that off. Just all sorts of damage going on out here from our
Last round before the
now,
switch.
We're looking at possibly, and hear me out, 9-3 Kirks could be possible.
9-3 curse is
Now we
very
win.
prevalent and well known in the Valorant community.
Yeah, you know, it's just as long as they can get that 9-3, that's what matters. But, you know, with how well they're playing, I'm a little concerned. It looks like we have an Op and Phantom available for Scraggy. Gonna be throwing.
You want to play? Let's play.
As we can see, getting a little bit aggressive. Cold Soldier is gonna be able to make this.
Shame.
He
Rip
is
and
not
tear.
Scraggy getting out without
Clones are live.
damage.
Blinding prep.
So was able to get some
Not
damage on
ready
the
yet. Good
Voider.
hit.
The Arc Rose able to get a very nice blind onto Veltal.
Down.
He cannot Scraggy.
Launching
Down to
thorns.
56 HP is gonna be
Thorns are alive.
damage here. As Voider though is gonna get the headshot, and from the shadow is gonna be rotating very quickly with bomb, and they're gonna get it down. Cover going out. As the other two are still sitting on the B site.
Spike planted.
But now they're aware that the spike has been planted, and there's not a whole lot they can do.
Shadows traveling.
Gonna be smoking off and trying to avoid that opportunity. Able to find one. Absol able to get the kill on Voider.
Last player standing.
And now Scraggy finding one onto Obstagoon. They do top mid. Absol hearing one. He's getting a headshot there by Morp, bringing them to
Switching
Rez.
sides.
Rez not looking
Very
good here.
strong.
The timeout coming out.
Like,
And now, I feel like in this instance, what is called here on the attack side, you know, you're swapping from defense, you're going on to attack. You have a double duelist comp. You have the KO flash. You have the Phoenix flash. You have Omen paranoia. You have jet smokes. You have Omen smokes, and you have cipher cages to help you sort of you know, trying to help them take initial sight, or maybe being able to block those sight lines post plant. But what do you think is their thought process here? How do you get around just how well they're playing the defense side?
it seems like they're trying to set up a plan to possibly push up onto them. It does seem like the chat is a little bit heated with Voider making some comments right now, so they could be actively saying stuff to each other and trying to mess with their mentals.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the mental game can definitely just win you so easily. It's such a heavy mental state game where if you can get in the head of your opponents, I feel like it does just so much damage and allows you to you know, sort of kind of use that to your advantage, almost unfairly, because I mean, it's something that, you know, if somebody just doesn't have a strong mental, there's nothing that they can do to stop it, and you can just exploit that. And I feel like, you know, it may be the best option they have here is to try and break some sort of mental. Tarantula going to be going for the blind. He's going to get spotted on out there from the camera. Camera going to be brought back. Trapwire on the flank. They were able to get a little bit of flashes going there as the Omen Paranoia coming on in from the stairs area. Find anything though. Cypher Cage on the Bob Cold Soldier was able to take down Diddy as Voider though able to trade it back on to Velval.
Actually was able to take down Cold. Alphagoon does kill.
Find a second. No, but does quite a bit of damage there. Not gonna get full blind. Chili, I'm able to find a nice kill onto Voider. Sheriff. Two classics here. Morph though was pulling out the headhunter. Not gonna find anything. Classic being brought out. The right click. Able to find one.
Last player standing.
Taking on out Morph, and now it's all down to Scraggy with no time left at all. Is he just gonna go for the kills? That he
Doors
is gonna
activated.
try to find something. Isn't able to find it, and now gonna be going down to the bomb. That is desperately needed attack side round. They were able to take the pistol. Hopefully they should be able to take this bonus round here as long as they buy up accordingly. And you know,
It can be the start of very good momentum for them, but we'll see as the rounds continue.
yeah, I'm hoping that that's what's gonna happen for them. But you know, it's a little bit worrisome here as it seems like, you know, maybe there's a little bit of uncertainty
Back to it.
From the attack side. They seem to be a little bit unsure of themselves here. I'm not going to spot anything in main right away. He's going to be taking that on back. And now the dark cover coming on out. Look at Morp though, in a very forward position in mid. I don't know how to feel about this. Rachel able to find one. Did he able to find one? It's now down to a 3v3 already. So early into the game as Voider pushing up into spawn. Flash though. Velval.
They're alive.
You can see the Razor Thorns coming on out. Are they gonna be able to find one? They do
Take
find it on
this
Scraggy. Oh, but a beautiful kill.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, able to find two headshots, and now it's all down to the 2v1. But Morp able to find a gross headshot there. You can see Morp only having 8 HP was able to pull that out, and Voider now going to be picking on the Outlaw, which is going to be great against the attackers here because they're going to be ideally going for a little bit of a lighter buy. Having bought into that previous round and not having won it is very, very bad for them. Their economy not in the greatest shape right now, and you can see it's going to kind of be a broken sort of half buy. We have a Spectre full shield, we have a Vandal heavy shield, and 3 others just on a classic. So I'm kind of curious what their plan here is, but you know, I'm not 100% what's going to happen. Looks like maybe they're playing a little slow, trying to bait something on out with Veltal. Morb able to find one on the
Joke's over!
soldier.
You're
that
dead!
was the one with the Vandal and heavy shield. Tarantula has just sort of haphazardly pushing the nice headshot. Tarantula down to 46 HP. Be able to find one onto Absol. As Veltal will expect somebody close right here.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
It was all in the custom. We got
Run, able to find 2.
we got Chill Cold.
Watch your eyes!
Able to find one, but he's gonna get hit by
Even
the
in a
dizzy
couple
blind.
of friends.
Careful now.
Now gonna be healing themselves off that. Pushed up close. Didn't look like he was. Unfortunately, hit him. He did do a little bit of damage, but it doesn't seem like it was enough there.
Match point.
3 to 12. Already looking like a rough game. 23 and 9 for Scraggy. 20 and 3 for Mort. And
If this match shows anything, it's definitely setting a precedence going into map 2.
yeah, and you know it's gonna make it a little bit tough here, as you know, losing the first game so heavily, you know, 12-3, unless they can just pull some crazy comeback, it's gonna be a hard mental reset. to sort of take a step back and kind of figure out what they did wrong here. And I'm not sure how well they're gonna handle that. Flash coming on down, but not Rachel's just going so far.
Somebody's there. Can't do it.
Now going to be suppressed. Are they going to be ready for this? They are not, but somehow Hassel able to turn it time without damage being done. The TP on the site is Scraggy. Just spamming through. And no damage being done there.
Last player standing.
And now it's all down to a 1v4. Able to find 2. 5 bullets. Has the ultimate here. Will he use that neural that and try and get some information? They're now aware that Rain is but not gonna find that kill.
Defenders win.
Here.
13-3, not gonna be able to pull it back. It was a valiant attempt there at the end, but you know it wasn't able to find. There was no footing there, and I feel like it was very, unfortunately, unable to be